July 31st, out here working with the 4-H goats. Cheese ball. Decided to name that one Cheese Ball. And the red one with the spots. The smaller spots, that's going to be Whiskey. Of course, Dippin' Dot. We got Itchy Baby. Did JR name his other one? I don't think so. Goat. Oh, it's funny. So they're doing good. So we put our weedlings out on a little bit of pasture. And of course, now they have the manure pile there to play on. This is when they really take off and start growing. It's a lot of fun watching them race around on that. We have no hills here in South Dakota, so we have to make our own with manure. Wow, so this is the alfalfa we had put up. Ooh, that's some pretty nice stuff. Very, very nice. All right, August 1st, guys. We already chored everybody. Now we're gonna fill the tractors up with gas because we're taking them probably about 5 miles away to a road ditch that borders some of our field, and a section line that we're gonna be taking down. So let's fuel this bad boy. Yes, they are. They like to make life a little more difficult. Hey, boys. Look at you. We're just out checking on the boys. We've got some pretty nice pasture here. They were flirting with the girls earlier, but it's not time for that yet. They were disappointed. But they like to be in the pasture that has the shade of the trees and things they can rub up against and not push over or hurt. I can smell you guys from over here. Yucky.
Ginger Billy's looking really good.
He is.
Yeah, we'll have to pour them all again.
Yeah. Well, I figure after we get done working all of them, we can run these boys into the cattle chute, and we can work them.
Monty isn't limping too bad. Look at him.
Yeah, he's moving good.
I want to use him heavily too.
Yeah, for someone who broke their leg, he does pretty good. That was a pretty good casting job.
Yes, we did a good job.
Yes. Yeah, boy, that was just shattered. He'll probably always have a limp, but he can breed and he can move around real good.
I have a crooked leg.
Yep. Tico, proud of you for not jumping.
Yeah, he quit jumping, didn't he?
Yeah, he's getting a little too big. Or maybe he saw Monty try and sail over and break his leg and it was a cautionary tale. We'd like to think you guys are that smart. No, that's Avril's favorite, is the nub-eared one. So look at them ears.
Oh, that red one doesn't feel good either. I went ahead and doctored them.
Come on, guys. No, okay. Let me in. You can't have it until you let me in. Zeus. Zeus, come on. No, be a good boy. See, we haven't got any tamer. Hello, Atticus. Oh, he's all like, don't pet me, I'm eating. Hi. Hi. Oh, they're so cute. I love them. No, they're doing really good. weaned, worked.
Boy, that really helped her. She was,
Yeah, she was pretty scoury.
yeah, now she's drying up.
Yeah,
And they're probably hacking out the lungworms.
that's what I'm thinking too. Hello. So this poor gal here got a yeast infection of all things.
I'll do
You
her food
did.
first, and then I'll
Okay.
give her the shot.
That'll make dead, but it's okay. 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 Now you get a shot. You gotta get an antibiotic in you. I'm sorry, girl. Every time we lay
Hurt.
hands on you, we hurt you.
Yeah.
But it's for your own good. You gotta have that.
Oh, that's gonna hurt. But you know what? Her poo is really clear.
It has. That was nice of the vet to give us stuff that they put on dogs for the goats.
It's an antimicrobial, antifungal,
Nice.
antibiofilm, and moisturizing.
Look at, see, that's what I love about the copper sulfate is it takes these red ones and just deepens that color. Now all the rest of you girls get your copper sulfate.
Even this guy that was really is coming on.
He is.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we only did the dual deworming and they needed the copper sulfate and another dewormer. Those are our yearlings and our 2-year-olds. Owie. Hey, death nap. Stop it, girls. There's a doe straight out there, and she's what we call death napping, where they look like they're just dead. But she's not. She's breathing. I saw her ear move earlier. And they just sometimes really like to get into a deep, deep sleep. That must be nice, huh, Bree? Yes. Oh, they're pretty girls. Hi, girls. Where are you running from? What is over there? There's a little ground squirrel that came up. Freaked that one doe out. Look at, can you see the puff of dirt coming up?
Yeah.
Scared the heck out of that doe. She's like, what is that? And I'm like, what is that? Look at that little thing. Oh no, they're birds. They're birds dusting themselves, not prairie dogs.
They're birds taking a dirt bath.
Yep, birds taking a dirt nap and scared the scared the goats. You girls are scaredy cats, but I sure love you. When I walked them to water this afternoon, there was one patch of really nice shade, and Olive claimed it for her own. Laid down right in it. She's like, yes. It was a hot day, huh, girls? I don't think we're gonna take you out all day tomorrow. Just some of the day, because it's gonna be even hotter tomorrow. It is August 3rd, and starting at noon today, we are under a heat advisement. Surprising thing is that on Sunday, I see nobody's giving these girls water. Monday, it is actually supposed to be like in the 70s. So pretty soon weather's gonna start changing. And they say that it's gonna last for a while for the cool weather. So we might be almost done with summer. So right now I'm just gonna make sure everybody gets water, because I think later on today it's gonna be super miserable to get out here and get water to everybody. So these girls are the ones that we weaned their babies off of. They're being kind of naughty, so we have to stand out here in 105 degree heat and babysit them. So yes, stand with us in this nice heat. At least there's a wind today, but I think that's going to go down. It's almost like they don't settle down until we're out here with them. This has been our life. Okay, this is what evening chores looks like. I'm going to get these girls some fresh water. It was 102 today, so we gave everybody a lot of water and ways to get into shade. And the dogs had a lot of water. And then we went and sat in the AC for the duration of this because that's just way too hot to be out and about. So now it's about 7 o'clock in the evening. So we get fresh water for everybody. And then we're going to lock the babies in, bring these gals into this yard, and then those girls will get out to go do some grazing. Okay, it's fresh water for those girls. And then, since they're kind of little beggars, whew, a little bit of alfalfa for everybody. It's nice having that breeze, though, I tell you what. So normally we use bigger tubs than these, but those tubs get awfully heavy with this quality of alfalfa in them. So we're using just plastic tubs until they break. We had them here, so that's what we're gonna do. Stuff it full. Get the other one. As you can see, almost broke. Almost, not quite. I know, I'll get you girls some. And of course, everybody thinks they're starving to death when they're out of alfalfa. Because guess what tastes amazing? It's gotta be the alfalfa. Boy, that's nice stuff. Some of our second cutting. We'll be doing our first cutting here or third cutting, sorry. Trying to do and talk sometimes doesn't work. Just a second. I'll get all of you some alfalfa. So impatient. So impatient. Oh. Be good girls, be good girls. Okay, here we go. Okay. Oh, whoops. Knocked that over already for you guys. And of course, the little kids are actually already nibbling on the alfalfa. So they rush over too, and again, I feel like it's a bit of a learned behavior. Oh, I know, you like to have one all to yourself, don't you? And so when you peel it off the bale, you kind of follow how the baler wrapped it in the bale, and it peels right off. Doesn't make it any lighter. Oh no! Oh, you guys were starving to death, huh? Yes. Just starving to death, I think. Even though they got plenty of this stuff this morning. And when it's hot out, they don't eat a ton of it, and we don't want them to get too much of it or else they can scour. Yip and Yacht, you are such a fatty. But weather's supposed to change. And get a lot cooler. I don't know, folks. Never seen summer, quote unquote, end this early, especially with August just starting, but it might, which makes us think to the future, which is winter. And I can't say that I would mind it being a cool fall, because we have over 100 head due to have their babies this fall, and having their babies when it's not so hot would be easier on us and them, mostly us. You gotta stand up for yourself, Itchy. Now go to here and eat. Of course, there's just some that, and you get this all to yourself, don't you, Dip and Dot? Oh, you're so pretty. Who is so pretty? She's like, nope, not while I'm eating. Call me pretty all you want, but not when I'm eating. And see, if they see somebody eating on this, well, they'll leave that, thinking this is better stuff. Itchy baby, you gotta come back over here. Look, they left a whole bunch over here. Well, they just kind of mean to you, aren't they? You gotta fight. Gotta be top dog. Hello, girls. I'm gonna bring a whip just in case. You never know when you gotta chase something. Oh, you always have one just all by yourself, don't you? Chase all the other girls away. She'll eat her fill, and then they'll get to come over and eat some more too. I don't know if the babies actually went out and ate any today, but it doesn't matter. They've got this really, really nice hay bale here. And if you ask where we got this bale feeder, I have no clue. I think we bought it at an auction. It doesn't have any markings on it to indicate what it is. And this one we can only use with the kids because the doe's heads are too big, and we've had a doe get her head stuck in there before by the horns. Oh, it's not good. It is not good at all. Always try and find ways to harm themselves. Found a kid today that had hooked itself on a wire. Never seen that before. So, yeah. Always got to be check-in. Always got to be check-in. And we've used these feeders in the past for our weanlings when we were giving them alfalfa. This year we didn't do that just because we had so much grass and they were out grazing, and so we just didn't feel like they needed the alfalfa, so we didn't use them this year. So now, after being locked into the yard with food and water, we're gonna bring these girls out to do a little bit of grazing. And the reason why everybody else gets to go out and just graze to their heart's content while these girls are kept in a yard is we've got some fence jumpers, and they make it a little bit miserable for us. So they have to be watched because they like to run over to where the bucks are and see if they can lure the bucks over to them. And since these girls are master fence jumpers that will be going to the sale barn, then they can jump right over in with the bucks. And then we get bred does that don't need to be bred just yet because they just had their babies weaned off of them. And a goat's gestation period is 5 months, so really short gestation period. So really have to time it when you have the bucks in with them. And we don't want to be kidding all year round like the ones that we had kid in the summertime, those 5. That was a big oops, but beautiful babies, so really can't complain. So I know I've said in the past that we don't do lick tubs during the summer. This year the girls really showed us that they wanted them. Cleaned them all up. In the past we haven't set them out in the summer because we've set them out and then they don't eat them, and then they melt and they make a big mess and they attract the flies, and it's just not worth it when you pay quite a bit of money for those. So we hadn't been doing it, but this year they have been cleaning them up. So, oh gee. Here they come a-running. They know where to go. So first they'll hit the water, even though they have water in their pen, and then they'll hit the lick tub. Ain't that right, girls? And of course, that's their babies yelling at them. Yeah, you better catch up with the rest of them. Very much herd animals. Come on, Rena. Well, we know that they can't get out. It's when the does come back in, that's when it kind of, but this time we'll take whips out. They just make themselves upset. Same with those girls over there. Yeah, I don't know if these kids even went out to graze, but at least they cleaned up this a little bit. Yeah. Since they were over here. When I left, they were catching some shade underneath those things. All right, August 5th. It is the evening time, and it rained this morning, so we weren't out here. And the temperature dropped 20 degrees from what it is, and we're about 15 degrees below average. So we're going to take the goats out to let them graze. They're all in heat, so they are just being pills about staying out by themselves. Okay, so we're putting them up on our old milking stand. Not exactly what they're used to. Is it, Whiskey? You're a good girl. Feeding them a little bit of alfalfa so they kind of have something to keep them distracted. We'll do hooves. We're not even washing them this year because the weather's been so unpredictable and the flies so bad. So trimming up hooves, brushing them down, trimming up by the tail head. That's all we're going to do this year. Unfortunately, the weather just hasn't been conducive to, and we don't have what's called a cooling room, which a lot of show people have, where they keep them in a cool room so they get all haired out and they can work with it, fluff it, wash it, fluff it up at their butt, and then they take down along the belly, up here by the shoulder, makes them look more square in the front and wider in the back. And with the fly situation, we just can't do that this year, but she's still a pretty girl. All right, we had a buck. I fortunately did not get out with the ones that are in heat. Come on, Meatball. There we go. Good job, Meaty Ball. There's a good Meatball. You get some corn. You do. Up. Good job, Meatball. I feel like the bucks are the easiest ones to work with. Even though they do love it. Even though they love their ladies. Okay, Avril, can you put it back, please?
He's a monster.
It is. Are you a monster? He's like, I'm not a monster. I just love my ladies. Ouch. Kind of hurt my back. So carrying things is a little harder to do. So now we take him back up there and hope he doesn't find the same hole in the fence to get through. I can't believe he even tried it. Usually the bucks don't. Yes.
It's like, I want my ladies.
There's ladies! I'm not sure if I have ever taken video of when it's dark out and we put the lights on. That's kind of nice. Not kind of nice, it is nice. Very exciting. So nice to be able to turn a switch on and get some light in the barn. All right, I think we're gonna do a check over everybody, and then I think we're gonna call it an evening. So thank you everybody for watching. We appreciate it.